Ever wondered how we went from the Wright brothers' first flight to landing rovers on Mars in just over a century? Well, you're in the right place to find out. Welcome to our channel. Today we're talking about the history of air and space technology, so stay tuned. In the early 20th century, the world was about to witness a revolution that would change the course of history. Two brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright, were about to challenge the impossible and make human flight a reality. In a small bicycle shop in Dayton, Ohio, the Wright brothers started their journey into the world of aviation. They studied the flight of birds, analyzed the designs of previous inventors, and conducted numerous experiments. Their innovative approach to problem-solving led to the design of the first successful airplane. On December 17, 1903, in the small town of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the Wright brothers achieved the first powered, sustained, and controlled airplane flight. Orville piloted the first flight that lasted just 12 seconds, covered 120 feet. This was the beginning of a new era in human history, the era of aviation. But it wasn't easy. It took years of experiments, failures, and perseverance. Moving on, the Wright brothers' invention quickly caught the world's attention. Over the next few years, aviation technology advanced rapidly. The airplane evolved from a basic wood and fabric structure to a more complex and efficient machine. During the World Wars, aviation technology advanced even more rapidly. Planes became faster, more efficient, and more reliable. And of course, they played a crucial role in the outcome of the wars, marking their importance in modern warfare. But how did we go from propellers to jet engines? Well, fast forward to the mid-20th century and we entered the jet age. Unlike piston engines, which were limited by propeller efficiency, jet engines could continue to increase in speed with altitude. This meant that planes could now fly higher and faster than ever before. One of the key figures of this era was Frank Whittle, a British engineer and pilot who is credited with inventing the turbojet engine. Despite facing numerous challenges and skepticism, Whittle's invention would go on to revolutionize air travel. The first commercial jet airliner, the Havilland Comet, took to the skies in 1952, marking the beginning of commercial jet travel. However, it was the Boeing 707 and the Douglas DC-8 that truly brought jet travel into the mainstream in the late 1950s. These aircraft could carry more passengers and fly them faster and further, making long-distance travel more accessible and convenient. Another key milestone of the jet age was the breaking of the sound barrier. On October 14, 1947, American pilot Chuck Yeager became the first person to break the sound barrier in level flight. Flying the Bell X-1, a rocket-powered aircraft, Yeager reached a speed of Mach 1.06, forever pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. The jet age also saw the birth of supersonic passenger travel with the Concorde. Capable of speeds over twice the speed of sound, the Concorde could fly from London to New York in under 3 hours, less than half the time of a conventional aircraft. Moving on, let's talk about the space age. That began with a beep. A simple, rhythmic beat that echoed around the world and beyond. This was the signal from Sputnik, the first artificial satellite launched by the USSR in 1957. Sputnik's launch marked a significant achievement in space technology and started a new era of exploration. The world was captivated by the tiny satellite orbiting the Earth, and the space race between the USA and USSR was on. The space race led to rapid advancements in technology. Each milestone was not just a scientific achievement, but a demonstration of national prowess. One of the most notable events of the space age was none other than the Apollo moon landing. On July 20, 1969, the world held its breath as Neil Armstrong descended the ladder of the lunar module and became the first person to set foot on the moon. His famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," echoed around the world, marking a monumental achievement for humanity. The Apollo missions didn't just put humans on the moon, they brought back valuable data and lunar samples that have contributed to our understanding of the moon and the solar system. Well, the missions also led to numerous technological advancements and innovations that we still use today. The space age also saw the development of space probes like Voyager and Pioneer, which have traveled beyond the outer planets and provided us with detailed images and data about our solar system. These missions have expanded our understanding of the universe and continue to send back data decades after their launch. Fast forward to the 21st century, and we find ourselves in an era of unprecedented advancements in air and space technology. Today, we're no longer just exploring space, we're making it accessible. One of the most significant developments in recent years is the advent of reusable rockets. For decades, rockets have been a one-and-done deal. You launch them, they deliver their payload, and then they're lost. This approach is not only wasteful but also incredibly expensive. But what if you could reuse rockets just like airplanes? Enter SpaceX, a private company founded by Elon Musk. SpaceX has been pioneering the development of reusable rockets. Their Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets are designed to return to Earth after delivering their payload, landing vertically on a landing pad. This is a game changer for space travel, as it could significantly reduce the cost and increase the frequency of space missions. Another company, Blue Origin, founded by Jeff Bezos, is also developing reusable rockets with their new Shepard vehicle designed for suborbital space tourism. And how can we forget about our ongoing exploration of Mars? NASA's Perseverance rover is currently exploring the Martian surface, searching for signs of ancient life. The rover is also testing new technologies that could pave the way for human exploration of Mars. So we're seeing advancements in electric and autonomous flight. Companies like Joby Aviation are developing electric air taxis, while others are working on autonomous cargo drones. So what does the future hold for air and space technology? Well, the sky is literally not the limit, because if the current trends are anything to go by, the future looks incredibly exciting. Imagine a world where space travel is as common as air travel. SpaceX and Blue Origin are already working towards making this a reality. With the development of reusable rockets and spacecraft, space travel could become more affordable and accessible. We could see the establishment of lunar bases, manned missions to Mars, and maybe even space tourism becoming commonplace. In the realm of aviation, the future could be electric. Companies are already testing electric planes, and we could see commercial electric flights in the not-so-distant future. Autonomous flight is another area that holds great promise. Drones are already being used for a variety of purposes, from delivering packages to conducting aerial surveys. As the technology improves, we could see autonomous drones playing a more significant role in our everyday lives. And there's also the potential of artificial intelligence. It could revolutionize air and space travel in numerous ways, from autonomous navigation systems to predictive maintenance of aircraft and spacecraft. Still, the most exciting part of the future is the unknown. There are bound to be breakthroughs and discoveries that we can't even imagine right now. Who knows, we might even make contact with extraterrestrial life. Alright, we've covered a lot of ground today. Before we wrap up, want some bonus content? Here are some interesting facts about today's topic that you might not know. Fact number 1. Silent space. You might think space is filled with all sorts of noises, exploding stars, whizzing comets, perhaps even alien chatter. In reality, space is eerily silent. That's because it's a vacuum with no air or atmosphere for sound to travel through. So that means no one will hear you scream in space, even if you shout the loudest. Fact number 2. Hot stuff. When you think of the hottest planet in our solar system, you'd probably guess it's Mercury, right? After all, it's closest to the Sun. But the hottest planet is actually Venus. Despite being further from the Sun, Venus' thick atmosphere traps heat like a greenhouse gone wild, leading to sizzling surface temperatures of around 450 degrees Celsius. Fact number 3. Life on Mars? Of all the planets in our solar system, apart from Earth, Mars is the one most likely to be hospitable to life. Back in 1986, NASA even found what they thought could be fossils of microscopic living things in a Martian rock. So, who knows? We might not be alone in the universe after all. Fact number 4. Expensive suit. A full NASA spacesuit costs $12 million. About 70% of the total cost was for the backpack and control module. And that's a wrap for today's video. We've come a long way from the first flight of the Wright brothers to landing rovers on Mars. So what do you think? How the future of air and space technology will look like? Drop your comment below. And if you found this video useful, please like it and make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our next videos. And as always, thank you for watching.